Morning. How's everyone today? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Loretta. Loretta is working on a wall hanging for the fourth for my daughter. Nice. I saw that one on Fat Quarter Shop. Actually, it's a runner. I was like, I really like to do that, but we'll see if I get to it. So anyway, y'all have a good weekend. Yesterday I didn't feel good yesterday for some reason. So I didn't do much. Saturday I worked on what I'm going to quilt right here and got that done. That took 2 days actually to make. Hi Deb, morning. So that took me Friday and Saturday. And let me think. Oh, I did the Moda blockheads. I'm doing that, and that comes out on Wednesdays. So I can show you this week's block. And I'm just using scraps. I didn't buy any fabric for it. So um, this was the first one. And here's the second one. Not sure how I'm going to put them together yet, but those are them. Hi, Cheryl. Visiting your mom in the nursing home. Oh, okay. Tell your mom we said hi. Have a great day. Enjoy her. Hey, Randy. How are you this morning? I'm loving your gardens. They're coming along nice. Nice. I think if I did that here, they'd float away. We've had so much rain. We're into flood watch actually. They dug, of course, and still working on the Appalachian Trail blocks. Great. That's coming along beautiful, Sandra. I'm loving that. That's a lot of work. A lot of work. It's pretty though. Really pretty. So I'll show you this quilt. It came in my quilt box that I get, and I only get one. I get Primitive Gatherings quilt box, and it comes out every other month. So you're not bombarded, you know. I feel it's a little more doable. No rain there today. Well, there's going to be rain this afternoon. Here, it is pretty. I agree, Loretta. Um, so this is the original quilt, and I didn't stick to it either. Um, that came in the quilt box, and it's only 12 by 12. Little. But I opted not to do the half square triangles around it just because I didn't feel like it. So I just put and actually they bound it with white or off white, which I would never do that. Even on a wall hanging or a table topper or whatever. So I decided since I didn't want to do any more half square triangles, I'll just I put it with white around it and I'll bind it with the green. Hi Kim, getting ready to go? You must be excited. You have a good day too and drive careful. You know those crazy people out there. So, and then I'll just bind it with a green. And I thought about how I was going to quilt it. I was like, well, I could just meander it. I was like, nah, I don't feel like doing that. So I'm just going to do straight lines, you know, crosshatch, I guess. Okay, take care. Kiss those grandbabies, especially that new one. That'll be fun. Snuggle a new one. Now I just marked this. I just marked one line, which is quickly fading with that disappearing ink, you know? And it's quickly fading on me. So I need to at least get that one line done. And here he goes. I think it's jealousy because I'm talking to you guys. And I think he gets jealous. I really do. Hang on. That's what I think goes on with him. So I'll turn this. Because since I changed my mind like, I don't know, 15 minutes ago. So I'm not prepared. At all. So I gotta change this foot. Or not the foot. I gotta put this little doohickey thing on there so it does the spacing for me. So I don't have to think too much. And I can't evenly space things for sure. I may have just messed this up, but we'll wing it. I think the screw's got to come out a little more. All right. Well, let's struggle with this. There we go. And tighten it. And tighten it some more. Hi, Kitty. Morning. Yeah, Mondays come quick, don't they? Fridays take forever. All right. Okay. Now, this fell off, so put this back on. Here we go. And figure out how far apart I want these quilting lines. Grab another ruler here. Or not. That might not be the appropriate one. It'll work. Okay. And I still don't have a bulb for my sewing machine. I ordered one. It hasn't came yet. Took go half. Now let's go 1 inch-ish. Okay, we'll try that. See how it goes. All right. I probably should have my walking foot on here, but I'm going to wing it. I think it's small enough. We'll be all right. Maybe. All right. I'm going to let him in so he'll be good. Just a minute. Come on. Go lay down. Be a good boy. All right. Can't believe how fast that line is fading, which is a good thing, I guess. Okay. So I just mark corner to corner. For this, I can just do that because I really don't need it. All right. Off and running. Looks good from this side. Looks good over there. We might have it. I ordered some new thread too. Be trying that out. But this is like a cream color. It's really not white. So I have to use this silly thread that my machine really doesn't like. Okay. Hi, Terry. How are you? Hi, Susan. Donnell. Working and lurking. Multitasking. Hi, Jamie. June. How are you? Okay, so now I'll just line a little doohickey thing, that attachment, right on my sew line. Levi. And it should make it about an inch apart. All right, back to the top. This is not going to be perfect, but it'll be done. Don't spill your coffee. Okay. Alive and I have coffee, even though it's raining here. I'm grateful. It's supposed to rain here again this afternoon. I'll tell you what, though, that hay lot that we have is doing absolutely wonderful. The cows are going to have top quality hay on that first cutting, let me tell you. They will be happy campers. All right. No, Terry, I don't have cows. My brother does right next door. He just, it's actually my property, but I just let him grow his hay on it or whatever he wants to plant. I tried to get him to plant sunflowers, but he didn't really see the economical revenue from that. And his cows kind of need the hay, so we work together on a lot of stuff. I'll have to do a video and show you his cows. Go down and show you his calves. They're so damn cute. They're adorable. You could find it on your phone. You would hit it. What? The like button? You have to X out of the video and do it. Oh, I don't know. See, my phone, I can do it at the top, at the very top, and hit the like button. I guess it depends on what kind of phone you have. It's cloudy here and been raining. A perfect day to sew. Yeah. Yep. Perfect day to sew, Jamie. So I'm anxious to try this new thread since I don't have Joann's anymore. And I didn't really go. I should have went when they were closing, but I didn't. So I ordered some new thread from Amazon. We'll see. X out of the chat and you will see it and then go back into the comments. Yeah, that's sometimes how you have to do it. Smoky. Yeah, June. It was like that the other day for us because of the Canadian wildfires. Um, the, the air quality was really bad too. Guess it all kind of depends on what way the wind's blowing. I was up at 2 o'clock this morning. Sleep evades me. Okay, we're almost there. One side, anyway. Oop. Okay, it's a little bunch. There we go. But there's usually someone up that early on YouTube. This morning I watched paranormal guy, and Rita was on real early too. So I hung out there. I don't think we're going to get one more. We might. Oh, yep, we are. One more. My cutter really hates this thread. Really does not care for it. Okay, now we're going to go the other way. You're going to work on your machine today, on a machine today. Oh, yeah, me too, Jamie. That was absolutely ridiculous. I would be so upset. I saw her video. If you haven't seen it, um, her her Soul Sampler box totally destroyed by her post office. I'm glad they made it right because you were missing half the stuff anyway, right? I'm going to sew bindings on a quilt today. Awesome, June. Did buy the 3-yard quilt book from Fabric Cafe. I have the 5 on order. I ordered the 5 one. Yeah, I'm missing 3 items from that. That was ridiculous. They should be a little more careful. Because it makes a very unhappy customer. It also costs those companies money, you know. Um, I just don't. I don't understand. They are good for small panels. You're right. You're right. Really good ideas for those quick quilts, you know, or donation or gifts or whatever. Could go this way. Oh, no, I can't. Because then I don't have my little doohickey to line it up for me. So, no, I can't. Levi. So, Jamie, you have this pattern in your from your quilt box because you get it too. I opted out on those triangles that go all the way around. Or half square triangles. I'm like, nah. No. No, I'm not doing that. Okay. Which one is it? This one. But I didn't do the little triangles around it. Nope, didn't. I started to. I'm like, this isn't gonna work because I think my original block is slightly larger. So no. Oop. Came unthreaded. This needle threader is great, but it has to be in just the right spot. You haven't even started it. Well, you've been busy. You've been busy. Hi, Gail. How are you? I try to get the little projects done before the next box. Doesn't always work, but this one was small enough that it only took me 2 days. Especially since I opted out of that last border. Okay. One more going this way. And did it without my walking foot. Yay. That thing is great, but it's a bear to put on. It just. Okay. Okay, so I got all the this way. But so now I'm going to mark that center line the other way and do the other way. So I'll be right over here. I don't know. I probably could have done one more line to think of it. Now that I look at it, that's okay. I initially did mark this, but it disappeared already. Oh, and I only marked it like probably an hour ago or so. So I guess when you have these, you got to be quick. I think I can do one more this way. No, not that way, this way. Yep, I'll be very happy to get rid of this thread. My machine really doesn't like it. Okay. Yep. Hi, Sherry. Good morning. on. All right. Here we go. The other way. And I didn't press, they recommend you press seams open. I didn't do that. I kind of just spun them. Okay. We'll go this way. Oh, hi, Dee. How are you? Hi, Dee. I'm waving for everybody. Hi. Your best friend on YouTube, right? She's the cutest. That's for sure. She's the cutest little thing on YouTube. I miss those days with my grandkids. There was a concert here last week, and I can't even remember the guy's name. And I said something to the girls about it. And they're like, Nana, you don't know who he is? I said, no. I said, is he a country singer? No. More of a pop singer. But once I heard the song, it was familiar to me because everybody uses it in YouTube shorts. But I guess he was on American Idol. I don't even remember his name at this point. But they were shocked that I didn't know who he was. And Whoa, was the traffic bad that night? Because we have a beautiful outdoor venue, you know, so get a lot of singers and whatever bands or whatever here. But it's beautiful. You can sit under the shell or out on the lawn. Back when I was in college, they've redone this place since then. But back when I was in college, I went to college in the 90s. I was in my 30s. Um, finish what you start kind of thing. And my thought process was I can't tell my girls that they should continue their education in some sort if I didn't do mine. And I don't even mean college. I was talking grade school, whatever. So I said, well, that would be not good because I never finished mine. So they were in high school and I went back and finished my degree. Well, anyway, the community college here had this outdoor venue back then. And it was great because if somebody really popular was coming, you could get lawn seats for like $20. They're not that now. Trust me. They're much more expensive. But so if the weather was nice, I would just that day when I went to school, stop down at the ticket office and buy tickets for us, It was great. Now, I think tickets are ridiculous for the lawn seats, I'm talking. One more, maybe two. No, too far off. There we go. Hi, Katie. How are you? Oh, Joe. Hey, Joe. Bye, June. Coffee in hand. Things are looking up. Amazing how that coffee makes things look better, huh? Do as I say, not as I do. Kind of. But I didn't want to be that way, I didn't, because my kids were sassy. They were like, well, you didn't do it. That's how they were. Morning, Jennifer. Rut-row. Might be out of bobbin. Yep. Oop. Get back in there. Okay, back in business. So now we have to go this way. It was a beautiful morning here. Sunrise. It was great. Although it's supposed to be rain this afternoon, so I don't know. The shelter over the weekend had a clear the kennel sale where the adoption fee was half price. But I looked, I didn't see anything. Nothing that really said, hey, that's a Lori dog. Nope. My guy thinks I'm half nuts sometimes because there'll be days where it's very quiet here and I can still hear my dog whining for me because he would never bark, he would whine. I told him that. He said, that's all in your head. Maybe. Depends on what you believe. 2 weeks of 50s and rains, and then to 90s, and now back to 50s and rain. I know. We're not getting the 50s, but we can't seem to have, like, I don't know, 3 days without rain. Ugh. Telling you, that hay lot looks great. Other than that, oh, and the weeds in my flower bed, they're just they're just out of control. They love the rain. Planned on getting up early to pick blueberries, but then it was raining, so I figured I'd sow instead. Yeah. Yeah. Too much rain, I think. think my brother did get all his crops in on days when it didn't rain. Of course, he has hay. And he planted some corn and beans. I think the beans are the moneymaker. Definitely not the corn. And the hay is probably mostly just enough for his cows. And then he does, like this field, he might do first cutting for his cows, and then second cutting, he'll do smaller bales for, there's a lot of ladies around here that have horses. So he does the smaller bales for them, much more manageable, you know, for them to carry around. I made you make a pot of coffee. Not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Wait till you taste it. You're almost done with this. So exciting. One more. Oh, no. So quilted. You're working on the red, white, and blue blocks, Randy? Cool. That'd be a very cool quilt. It's not perfect, but it's done. Well, except for the binding. Probably just use it for like a table mat. Or maybe hang it on the wall. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks, Jennifer. Thanks, Randy. Now I have another one to do. I just gotta find some backing for it. I gotta dig through my fabrics. I don't know how I'm gonna do this one though. I'll show it to you. This one's a little bit bigger. Not much, a little. Yeah, they are easy to keep and store, you're right. And switch out, you know. You get bored of it. Get to it. Yeah. Yeah, that looks a little familiar, doesn't it, Sandra? Hunter Star. Chop, chop. You got it. What I might do is just echo the stars, you know, because it's not that big. So Just echo the stars and call it good. Maybe I only made 3. Yeah, just 3. You might like them a little. Just a little bit. So I have that one to do, but that's what I'm thinking. Keep that one simple. Just echo around the stars and I don't know. So that's the other one I have to do. Probably Randy. I'm thinking maybe one of them was purple. That would be a good bet. So that's about all I have for today. I'm going to trim that up, make some binding, bind it by machine. Oh, that's nice, Sandra. When you do something for somebody and they tell you they love it on a weekly basis, even has some purples in it. Of course it does. we My daughter came over this weekend and she said, "What's this quilt?" That's the Singing in the Rain quilt I did. So I held it up for her and she took a picture of it, but and put it on her Facebook, which I thought was pretty cool. But she was very impressed by it. She was like, "I really like this quilt, blah 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 blah," which is a good feeling, right? When somebody comments and says, "I really love it. It's very pretty." So that was nice to hear. Made my heart happy. It's like, "Oh, thank you." Because usually they don't, my family doesn't say much. So that was nice to hear. Oh my. He's looking the wrong way for the mail, so it's not that. So that's about all I have for today. This afternoon, I, I don't know. I'm going to work on something after I bind this. So that won't take very long at all, and get some more done. Yeah, right, Joe. But usually they don't say anything. They say, "Oh, that's nice." She like really was like, "Oh, mom, it's so pretty." She really liked it. Quiet. Come here. Get up here. Goofball. Hi, Kathy. I was just about to sign off. Well, thank you, Sandra, for stopping by and keeping me company so early. Sorry, that was the dog. So he bumped my table. So early in the morning. And so I'll be quiet. Jealous, I'm telling you. Have a great day, everyone. And thank you. Shh. Come here. Thank you for hanging out with me while I quilted that. And on Wednesday, I'll show you it all done with the binding on, which I haven't cut yet. So, do I have a GSD? What is a GSD? All right, thanks, Kathy. Yeah, like I catch your replays, right? We're always missing each other. It's the time change. Thanks, Susan. Enjoy. I'll probably see you guys later when you're on. So, Katie, I need to know what is a GSD? Does anybody know? Your dog sounds like a German Shepherd dog. Oh, no, he is a lab Great Dane mix. He's the size of a lab, but really long legs. And probably the snout, his snout is Great Dane looking. No, he's something else. He's 12 and acts like he's 1. He never outgrew that puppy stage. He keeps me hopping. He does. He's something. Anyway. All right. Well, I hope y'all have a great day. Thanks for hanging out with me and keeping me company. You will be at grade school working. Okay, Susan. Well, have a good day at work. Have fun with the kids. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you. Bye-bye.